Thank
We're
you,
ready for
thank
you.
you, thank you. Okay. Let me start by recognizing that the land our university rests on is the land of the Serrano Yahaviatam First Nation in San Bernardino. And I wanted to say that just right up by Big Bear, the creator passed. And in the sorrow created by the loss of the creator, the Serrano people's sorrow turned into all the pine trees that we can see all around us up on the mountains. And we should always remember where we are. With Cherokee and Lakota ancestry myself, I'm always attuned and in solidarity with First Peoples everywhere and in gratitude. Thank you for inviting me here today. And my talk will take about 14 minutes, so it won't be too long. Thank you to the graduating students for all you've done and for all you will do, most of all to you. Thanks to your families and advocates, thanks to SSD, the SSD Advisory Board, to the workability staff and admin and co-op, and to all the supportive administrators at CSUSB and all the supportive professors. Thank you for all you've done and all you will do. And to everyone who have come here today to admire and celebrate our graduates, thank you. It's an honor to be here. I see many of you here today who I already know and love, and many more whom I hope to meet and work with in collaboration as we all work to make our world a better place. It's so good to belong here, to feel welcome, and I always really do feel like I belong with SSD, to be a part of something truly wonderful. It's an honor to be in this great family, and I hope you feel that too. I'm a poet, I suppose, a poet at heart, a poet and I didn't know it and all that. And as many of us, I believe that attention is an act of love, attention, to regard someone, to bring someone into your consciousness fully. To pay attention is perhaps the highest act of love, to bear witness. As a poet and as an autistic citizen of this world, I want to bear witness today to all of you and to life itself, life in its abundance, the life that surges in us and surrounds us on this earth, life in its dignity, life in its divinity, and life in its remarkable variety. To bear witness to everything that roots down, everything that pushes up, everything that reaches out to touch the sun, everything that smells and feels and takes its shape in the air, and to witness us too, that human form, as we are part of nature too. We are the part of the forest that regards the forest. We are the part of the mountain that admires the mountain and sometimes climbs over it. And we are here today to witness and to celebrate that life force in us, mysterious and beyond measure, that has climbed over the mountain toward graduation. Perhaps our greatest achievements are the ones we take for granted, those daily achievements that each moment we take in air with our lungs and spin it into thought, that each hour we swallow bread into our bellies and braid it into dreams, that we, each of us, possess the miracle of a heart, that underground river that carries life inside of us all day, every day, our miraculous heart, that little drum that our ancestors passed on to us that never ceases to say, yes, 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 yes. And so we live. We receive this gift every day, and in return, we give to the world the gift of ourselves, ourself, the one and only me, the one and only you. And this is your day. This is your day. As glorious as a wedding on a day of true love, this is your day. As glorious as a birth, the birth of a wolf pup, a whale calf, a raccoon kitten, a bear cub, or human child. As miraculous as crossing an ocean of fire on a boat made of paper, we move across the line today into a new time. This is your graduation. And don't let anyone fool you. A diploma is much more than just a piece of paper. A diploma is a boat made of paper, so delicate that light can pass through it, yes, yet strong enough to carry us across that ocean of fire. And here we are on the far shore, alive. This is your graduation. Most people in America never get to have this moment, but here it is, it's yours, and by your extraordinary powers of selfhood, you've earned it, and you've claimed it. For every dragonfly skimming the lake water, you too have been this beautiful. For every furry bat finding its way through the dark, you too have been this brave and this persistent. For every manta ray slipping through sleeves of tropical water, you too have been this mysterious and this unique and this intelligent. And for every palm tree bending but not breaking in the storm, bending but not breaking in the storm, you too have been this resilient and this powerful. And this is your day. This is your achievement. Today we celebrate with all of our hearts, with all of me and all of you and all of us together. We celebrate and honor the dignity and strength that brought us here, your humanity on the day of graduation. And it's an honor to be here with you. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of your life, for staying alive, for making it this far, for becoming exactly who you are. And for all of us, to quote an old hippie wise man, and I think you'll agree, what a long, strange trip it's been. I grew up with autism in a time when there was so little knowledge or discussion about disabilities in general and about autism in particular. In those days, the main idea of disability was to identify the odd one out and remove that person. And boy, oh boy, was I identified and removed. I was treated the way the human body treats a virus, by walling me off, calling an emergency, separating me out, and keeping me isolated. In my 9th grade history class, while we studied the history of prejudice and persecution, I was put into a chair in the corner facing the wrong direction, with the trash can under my desk and the pencil sharpener over my desk. While we read about the history of persecutions around the world, the kids in my class made a point to throw their trash onto my legs on purpose, missing the trash can and laughing. While we studied prejudice against Native Americans in Oklahoma, the other students enjoyed sharpening their pencils over my desk much longer than they needed to and much more often, so that the shavings would fall onto the paper I was writing on. They laughed and laughed. I was a circus for them. And from my angle at the far edge of the room, I could not see the board or the films or the maps. History class, can you imagine? Social justice, civil rights, with the autistic boy facing backwards in the corner with the trash can under my desk. I never understood why. I just hurt a lot. I suffered and hurt. And I couldn't wear a hat to block the lights, and I couldn't lean back in my chair to soothe my central nervous system, and all those sounds of scuffling and of voices. School was like a torture chamber for me. And I expect many of you could say the same thing. It's possible that little by little things are getting better. Thanks to all of you for clearing the way. And thanks to your parents and advocates and allies, little by little things are getting better. We do stand on the shoulder of giants, as Dr. Naren said, and you are those giants for the next generation. Maybe your younger siblings and our children, the next generation, won't suffer as much as we did. Maybe they will be understood and valued and honored for the sacred life they hold inside them. Let's take our brand new college degrees and hold them up and ring them like a bell and shake them like fire, and let's make this world better for everyone. Let's hold up those diplomas. We don't have them yet, but let's practice. Ring that diploma like a bell. Shake it like a fire. Let's make this world better for everyone. When I was a very young boy, my mother decided to become an occupational therapist and to focus her studies on career on sensory integration. Long before diagnosis or language for this, she recognized that I had what is now called sensory processing disorder, one of the key features of autism. And she had always instinctively known what to do with me when I was having a meltdown. She did not punish me for being autistic. She did not punish me for throwing a fit. Instead, she would hold me tight and rock me, humming to me, wrapping me up and applying that deep pressure to my core to soothe my central nervous system, and rocking me to soothe my vestibular system, my equilibrium, and humming to me to integrate my hearing into a comfortable stream of sound. My mother reached for me into the dark, and she found me again and again. She did this before therapies were understood, before therapists were understood, taught, or practiced. And then she became an occupational therapist. And in time, the science backed her up. The science explained what she had known all along. And this is the story of so many of our parents who loved us and kept us alive, who knew what the science did not, or knew it first, who witnessed us and then protected us. Thank you, Mother, and thank you, Father, and thank you to our mothers and fathers and caregivers and advocates and the teachers and counselors who did witness us, who did protect us and value us. Thank you for all you have done. And we know it hasn't been easy, and we know that you didn't always get it right either, but we love you for trying, and you always tried and tried again, and you did get it right a lot of the time, or we would not be here now. And you loved us. And there were times when you carried us through the storm in a tiny boat for two, and you know it's true, and only you understand what you did, and we witness you now, and we thank you for that now and forever. My disability, autism, is called invisible, an invisible disability. But I would say that every disability is invisible for the most part, because whatever can be seen of us on the outside, all that feeling inside us is invisible. All that hope and despair, all that love and yearning is inside us and invisible. The rainbows of our thoughts, the marble Taj Mahals of our memories and dreams, the felt experiences of being us, of being me, the one and only me, is inside of us and is invisible. All that hurt and mysterious beauty is invisible. But my dear ones, my beloved friends, I witness you, I see you today, and you are shining. And the loved ones in your lives, they know you, and the universe knows you, and the Creator, whoever or whatever that may be, the Creator knows you, and you are shining exactly as you were meant to be, perfect and whole. Let me end with a poem. This is dedicated to all of you. For you to be born, sweet child, every raindrop had to fall just so upon the mountain, chiseled here and beveled there, just so. And every river had to move exactly as it did since time first rolled over in its own cradle. For you to be born, wise child, every crystal fin of every fish had to turn the light just so that the plankton that grew would grow, and every cloud had to shape its belly over the centuries, carrying the invisible seeds of all forests to come. For you to be born, strong child, every wildflower had to take root and hold against the wind. Every song had to sing out, every tuft of thistledown release, every mouse scurry, every spider spin, every morning bloom, and every story reach its end, only to start again and again and again. Oh, miracle, for you to be born, sweet child of the world. One particular fisherwoman, 11,003 years ago, had to sink down and fall asleep in a boat at the far end of a storm subsiding. And then she had to make it home. And all of you today have journeyed far. You have crossed the storm in your tiny boat, and you have made it home. Yes, my beloved, the universe has invited you, and the sky says yes. The river says yes. The mountain says yes. You may pass. You may pass. You may cross this threshold as the hero you have always been. You may carry yourself forward across this line and into the future you've earned and fought for and deserved. Nothing can stop you now. This is your day. Congratulations to the CSUSB graduating class of 2023. Onward and onward and on. This is your day. Nothing can stop you now. Onward and onward and on. Thank you.
Yay, Dr. Chad. Oh my goodness. That was so amazing. And that was a